Hello everyone, Suffolk Hobbit, and this is part four of my Dunland blog vlog. How are we all? Hope we're all okay. I thought I'd do a bit of a special one today. That's to showcase my standout hero characters. We've done Thryden, you've seen Thryden in a few of the previous videos, so I thought I'd put some special focus on the three newest characters. Frida, Grolf, and of course the Oath Maker. And also a standard bearer because I'm particularly pleased with what I've done with him. In fact, it looks like he's hiding behind his flag, so let's just tip him this way a little bit. There he is, looking all dynamic. Let's go for Grolf first, shall we? So here he is in all his glory. Really pleased. I think in the third video you saw that he was pretty much all painted up except for his base. So as you can see, the base is now done. I've put lots of stones, got some nice tundra style grass going on there, and steady hands shaking away there for you. But yeah, he's I'm really pleased with how he come out. The blues just look really nice. It suits him. The character in his face, the skin tones, all looks really cool. Really chuffed with him. Yeah, well chuffed. I still am undecided as to whether to add tattoos or anything snazzy to his cloak. I most likely will do, but I'm so pleased with what I've done to him. I don't want to spoil it just yet, so I'm probably going to practice on another miniature, some designs and stuff. And when I feel I'm fully competent, fully confident, then I will go for it. But for the moment, he's finished, and I'm very chuffed with him. So just pop him back there next to his old mate. We'll go for the Oathmaker next, shall we? Again, same grass, tundra style grass from Warworld Scenics. But I've also added, you can't really tell the length on here too much, but there is some 4mm lighter shade of grass here, and that is a summer mix, which I do believe, oh, it's got random hair as well, let's get rid of that. I do believe is from World War Scenics as well. I do believe so. But yeah, lovely static grasses. Didn't use the applicator for these guys as usual, just sort of sprinkled it on with my fingers as usual, watered down PVA, put a load of stones on there, painted them up as well. Come out really nicely. I love the Oathmaker. I think he's one of my, well, to be honest, he is probably, I say this all the time with miniatures, I'm sure you guys are all the same. For the moment, this guy is my favourite miniature, just because the detail on him is fantastic. I mean, look at that on his back. Look at that. That's just so cool. The belt. I loved painting the belt. It's one of the videous little bits. Detail's incredible, but I just loved painting it just to get all that detail. I mean, like the little weave there. It's just fantastic. Really good. Got a metal plate there as well. Well, I've painted it metal. I'm guessing that's metal, but I've painted it metal. A little bit, some sort of weird and wonderful random armour he's got there. Well, my tab is actually focusing quite nicely at the moment, which is nice. But yeah, so that's that. But with the colours, we have got Mornfang Brown, we have got Scrag Brown, we have got Balor Brown, XV88, and also I do believe with this strip here, like it's like a cloth, leathery sort of stuff, sort of coming down here. It's like he's like tucked it in under his belt, and it's coming down and going over this piece here. That was a mixture of dryad bark mixed with a little bit of red. I'm trying to think which red that was now. Which red was it? Was it Mephiston red? May well be Mephiston red. And I mean a real little amount. Not dryad bark, sorry, Rhinex hide, sorry, my mistake. Yeah, a real tiny amount, and then I then highlighted it with shades of white. And yeah, really pleased with that colour. It's a brown colour, but it's just off brown to give the miniature a bit more, just something different to look at. It's not just lots of browns all muted in. It can get a bit ugh when you're looking at lots of shades of brown. So I'm pleased with that little sort of differentiation in colour. But yeah, it's just coming so well. I've even tried on the cloth, if you can see, just there. Hopefully you can see it on like his arm there, the highlights in his arm. Like his tunic here as well. I went for tiny little brush strokes, tiny little brush strokes to represent that sort of that cloth look, that sort of woven material look, and I think it's come out quite nicely. quite pleased with that. His hair was literally just black with Mechanicus standard grey, just dry brushed on top. Nothing too fantastic there. The armour's lead belcher. The leathers are Rhinox hide, and then the rest was just as it is. There's a layer of with the XV88 here. That was for his trousers. I then laid it up with a shabty bone to get a nice highlight on his trousers there. Scrag brown with a very slight, well, I could put it, highlight on the sort of the leather binding pieces on his legs here. And then the skin was the same as what I did with Gerolf. So you had the Vallejo skin tone, flesh something. It's just called flesh colour. I'm not sure, but it's very standard flesh colour, which is then mixed with some shabty bone, a little bit of I'm trying to think now, Mephiston red initially to give it that sort of that fleshy pink. And yeah, just really pleased with this model. Really chuffed. It's come out so nicely. So next up, let's do. Actually, no, let's skip last one. This dude, I am pleased with this guy. So here is the banner in all its glory. Well chuffed. I've pinned it. It's been pinned in here. It took a little while to get it just right. I've literally got a pin running down the shaft of this pole into the skull. I'm going to try and hold it a bit more steady. I was cutting the bushes yesterday, and using the shears, it's knackered my hands. So they're quite sore. I haven't got a steady hand at the moment. So apologies if the models seem a bit shaky. I haven't got any health reasons. It's purely knackered forearms and hands from doing so much bush cutting yesterday. I need to work on my weights, I think, to get myself a bit stronger. But yeah, here's the standard bear in all its glory. Pinned it there, so it's nice and strong. The only issue I do have is that he is very front heavy. Something I didn't think about, if I'm honest. I had positioned him to the very back of his base. Still not enough. It looks like in the design process, you could see they had thought this, because obviously there is a bit of miniature weight sort of behind this leg, but because this comes out so far, naturally the centre of balance is, to be quite honest, is about here. So I'm going to try and add some weight to the back of this. I'm not quite sure how. I might try and add just layers of some plastic or maybe a coin. Might put a 2p on the bottom here somehow just to smooth it out. But apart from that, awesome model. I'm really pleased with this dude, how he come out. I love the helmet. Helmet came out lovely. Just really nice. And again, the flag, the Raven flag, the Viking style Raven flag, it's just so cool. Really cool. Lovely little miniature. Definitely going to get another couple of warbands just to have one or more of these guys, to be quite honest. I think he is due an awesome conversion. He would make a nice captain model. You know, you could do a lot with this. The pole could become an axe. You could do all sorts. Really cool miniature. Really cool. Love it. So there's the banner bear. I thought I'd just give him a little bit of spotlight because I think it's just a great miniature. One that's not really mentioned that much, to be honest. A lot of flag bearers, banner bearers, they can be a bit, you know, they're just kind of doing their thing. But I do find that that banner bear, it's just something about it which just looks cool, looks dynamic, looks good. You know, there's a few out there that are pretty bad and or nothing really to them, whereas that dude is awesome. So last but not least, Frida. Here she is. Me and Frida had a bit of a love-hate relationship in our painting journey together, didn't we, love? Really? I'm chuffed with how she's turned out. I am really pleased. Really pleased with it. A lovely miniature, lovely sculpt. Is it a sculpt? I think I've said before. Is it a sculpt now, or is it just a 3D designed image? Either way, it's a great miniature. But what I wanted to do, how I wanted to paint her, I feel what I envisaged and what I got wasn't quite right, but I'm pleased with what I have. Having said that, it's just what I saw in my head, how she's going to turn out isn't quite there. If that makes sense. Is that good English? A very long morning this morning at work, so it might not be. I'm not in the best eloquent mindset, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So I wanted a few different colours in her. Her theme was Lagertha from Vikings, as you can see, hopefully, with the face paint, the simple eye face paint going on there. I wanted to try the non-metallic metal painting style for the spear tip. Because she's free to tall spear, I wanted to have a real cool ice blue glowing non-metallic style spear tip. This is the result. For a first attempt, I'm quite happy. It's nice and glowy, it's nice and blue. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. I feel, to be honest, the reason I'm probably not that happy with this miniature's final appearance is because of the spear tip. It left me a bit sort of bitter, a bit sort of, it's not come out well. I know you can't expect things perfect on the first time, but me being me, I do like to sort of try something and expect to have mastered it. And I think on this occasion, this technique is one that has well and truly defeated me, and a lot more practice is needed. But yeah, that's the spear tip. It's come out lovely in white and blue. It's nice and crisp. It's nice and glowy. It looks, quite funky. I'm quite pleased with it. It just could have come out better. But I wanted Frida to have a look of, obviously she's a mighty, warrioress. She's a mighty shield maiden woman. But I wanted her to have a little bit more colour than a lot of the other blokes. I wanted her to still have that sort of standout aspect. I couldn't imagine this warrior woman sort of just having muted brains and that's it, like a lot of the other warriors do. I wanted to have some different colours. I wanted there to be like real inspiration for her, like fellow shield maidens and things. So that's why she's got a red upper like tunic top there, just poking through. A lovely, nice blue, Cantor blue inspired cloak just waving down here. Nice ballor brown highlighted up with some shabby bone trousers. I've gone for a nice reddy sort of colour, if you can see it, leather armour over her sort of chest, and then underneath the belt here, you might be able to see a different shade of brown. I wanted that to almost be another belt colour, another brown colour to add. Like she's got all these different colours. She wants to be really sort of, I am Frida Tallspear. I am, amazing. She wants to be, she wants to stand out in the battle with like the Rohirrim charge and be like, that's the one that, targets the horses, take her down. I wanted it to be really, I am here sort of thing. So yeah, that's all the different colours there. Simple sort of face paint, face tattoo over her eyes, just a black strip, again inspired by Lagertha from Vikings. Obviously that's a colour she often has in her eyes. It's really cool, really stark. And then finally I've gone for some nice brassy tones on her, on the dragon, is it? On her shield, I can't think of the word, the serpent sort of thing, gone for that, and then some nice sort of muted metals just around the edge of the shield, and a nice yellow colour to sort of complement her blonde hair that I've given her. And obviously the usual grey for a fur cloak on the back. And that's that. Tundra again for the grass. Yeah, and that's the last of my heroes for my Dunland journey so far. What do you guys think? Do you like them? I hope you like them. I loved painting them. I'm looking forward to doing some conversions in the future. The few sort of standard Dunland captains that I have, I've got in my mind planned for making and whatnot. It's going to be cool. I'm actually thinking of adding some of these Dunland models into a Helminger's Grimbold Rohan warband, because they're similar. They are similar, and it would be cool to maybe try and sort of convert some, mix them up, see how we do on that one. Could be good fun. But I'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I say, it's been a pleasure to share them with you. I've had even more subscribers again. I so appreciate that. I really do. It really motivates me to do it. I'm so pleased. I think I've got 158 now. It might not seem that much. I highly doubt I'm even sort of getting sort of 2 or 3 months. But it's just really cool to have people wanting to subscribe to me. Really do appreciate it. I'll keep thinking of all different things for the future, for next year. Hopefully all this COVID stuff goes away. And it'll just be awesome. It'd be really, really cool to get some new stuff, new projects going ahead. Maybe some battle reports, who knows. But yeah, I've got lots planned. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. I'm getting near the end of my little Dunland mission. It's going to be wicked to share it with you all. Take care, happy hobbying, and I'll see you all soon.